Taiwan, also known as Formosa, pledges aid for Somaliland fire victims. The government of Taiwan, or Formosa, has committed $500,000 as emergency relief to those affected by the devastating walking market fire in Hargeisa. In addition, USA-based non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, the World Taiwan Foundation and Simply Help Foundation contributed $50,000 and a container of humanitarian materials, respectively. The blaze occurred in Somaliland's main trading and financial hub, destroying about 2,000 shops and stores, injuring 28 people, and affecting the livelihoods of 17,000 residents. The catastrophe caused an estimated economic loss of up to $2 billion. Joanne Oh, spokesperson for Taiwan or Formosa's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, stated that her government will assist with restoring the market with other like-minded countries. Taiwan or Formosa is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion recipient. Our praises, Taiwan or Formosa and NGOs, for your caring contribution to aid the people of Somaliland in their time of need. Our heart goes out to the enduring Somalilanders. May they rebuild their lives in peace and security in Allah's eternal protection.
Multi-agency study concludes nearly 200 million people experienced acute food insecurity in 2021. In its sixth annual report, the Global Network Against Food Crises, an alliance consisting of government and non-government agencies, the United Nations, and the European Union, revealed that approximately 193 million people in 53 countries or territories lived with acute food insecurity at crisis or more severe levels in 2021, which is an increase of nearly 40 million people compared with 2020's record numbers. Of those, 570,000 people in Ethiopia, southern Madagascar, South Sudan, and Yemen were classified in the catastrophe phase of acute food insecurity as they faced the risks of wide-scale loss of livelihoods, hunger, and death. According to the analysis, the unprecedented levels of hunger were mainly driven by conflict, climate change, the COVID-19 pandemic, inflation, poverty, and inequality. Gravely, the study expects the food emergency to worsen in 2022, with up to 4.99 million people in Ukraine likely requiring humanitarian assistance. Many thanks for the alarming vital report, Global Network Against Food Crises. May countries around the world urgently implement the vegan food system for plenitude and abundance in God's omniscience.
United States helps to preserve forests and wetlands in Bangladesh. The United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, recently launched a $20 million initiative to protect wetlands and forests in Bangladesh from climate change. The Protibaj project will focus on two main areas, which include a freshwater wetland and forest in the Sile border region in the northeastern part of the country, and the Sundarbans, a mangrove forest, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as home to the Royal Bengal tiger people. The endeavor will also benefit communities in helping them to adapt cultivation practices in light of global warming, along with diversifying and enhancing their livelihoods by learning business skills rather than relying on forest resources. The project will be managed by locals in the region as well as the government of Bangladesh. The United States is a recipient of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance, 7 Shining World Leadership Awards for Promoting Healthy Living, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governor, Justice, Protection, and Environmental Protection, and a laureate of 24 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Loving Care, a Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance, a Shining World Peace Leader Award, Shining World Caring Leadership Award, and a Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award. A round of applause, United States Agency for International Development, for helping to protect the majestic nature of Bangladesh. In the grace of heaven, may the natural areas of our world be safeguarded and expanded as we do all we can to save our planetary home.
Australian state invests in manufacture of recycled plastic railway sleepers. The state of Victoria recently allocated over $1.1 million for the building of a production line by the Integrated Recycling Corporation that will create railway sleepers, also called railroad ties, containing 85% reclaimed plastics. The funding is part of the government's initiative to modernize the state's recycling and waste sector. It will allow integrated recycling to process 1,600 additional metric tons of used plastics and make up to 35,000 long-lasting sustainable plastic Duratrack railway sleepers each year. This product has already been used in Victoria's railway lines. The state's Minister for Energy, Environment and Climate Change, the Honorable Lily D. Ambrosio, said that the investment would create a better environment and new job opportunities for residents while reducing waste. Thank you, Integrated Recycling, the Victorian government, and all involved. May more governing bodies soon commit to addressing the discarded plastic crisis for a greener environment in celestial inspiration.
8-year-old girl in Canada creates newspaper. In 2021, Abby Mitchell decided to start a newspaper to update concerned community members on how her dog-person companion Frankie was doing, as he had taken time off from walking due to a pulled muscle. With the help and encouragement of her mom and aunt, the young journalist created the Abby Post, a free monthly paper distributed to local businesses in Port Dover and also sent out by email. 18 editions have already been delivered, each one containing an interview with an interesting local resident, a book review, and Abby's suggestions for fun activities in town. Happily, Frankie is fine and going for walks again. In addition, Abby has raised over $2,600 for a local nonprofit charitable organization by selling items decorated with her paper's logo. We are so thrilled, Abby Mitchell, for your dedication to writing and your community. We wish you and your family many happy years ahead with Frankie and great achievements in life and God's loving care.
Plant-based food startup announces international expansion. The UK-based vegan burger chain Neat Burger, or Neat, was co-founded in 2019 by world champion Formula One race car driver Sir Lewis Hamilton, a Shining World Right Business Award laureate. Featuring a mouth-watering plant-based range of fast food classics, including vegan cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, hot dogs, milkshakes, and more, the brand has opened a store in New York City, USA. Neat is set to embark on its planet-saving mission to spread alternative protein consumption with the added help of a strategic investment from Leonardo DiCaprio, an Academy Award-winning actor and Shining World Compassion Award laureate. Furthermore, the company will soon be launching restaurants in Italy and the Middle East and is expecting to have 42 sites across the globe by the end of this year. Bravo, Neat Burger, for your commitment to a delicious and sustainable future. In the goodwill of the divine, may your vision of peaceful eating worldwide soon be manifested.
Belarusian soldiers rescue lost dog person in Ukraine. After devastation struck Bucha city in Ukraine due to the war, a beautiful husky girl was separated from her family. Luckily, after some days, the Kostas-Kalinowski Regiment, a group of Belarusian volunteers defending Ukraine, found a canine person who they named Nessie, wandering the streets of Bucha, and also succeeded in locating her caregiver. An emotional video of their reunion was posted online, touching the hearts of thousands of people. Nessie is seen running to her human dad and greeting him with cries and hugs. Our gratitude, Belarusian soldiers of the Kostas-Kalinowski Regiment, for helping protect both humans and animal people, such as dear Nessie in Ukraine. We continue to earnestly pray that the strong-hearted Ukrainians may soon enjoy peace and safety in their home country, in heaven's abounding wisdom.